Venerable Nayaka Swami Maharaj and also from the Mahasangha, I ask respectfully the permission to Dhamma talks to the children gathered here this evening to this vihar. I do not have a particular topic to speak about, but I have in my mind something to tell you. And children are here in different ages. How can I talk to you therefore? First of all, I would like to ask one question from these children, and also I want to know whether you know it. Have you heard a word from your mother or parents or grandparents or venerable monks? Pasanga Pihituva Vandinava. Have you heard it? Maybe look at here. Pasanga Pihituva Vandinava. I like you listen to me, yeah? Pasanga Pihituva Vandinava. What's the name, please?
Sanuti.
Sanuti. Sanuti? Yes. Do you know that how to pay respect? Pasanga Pihituva. Have you heard that single word from anywhere? No. Pasanga means 5 points of your body placing on the ground. You have to learn to respect to the Buddha. And also when you pay your respect to the venerable monks, also you have to learn to place 5 features and also places of yourself on the ground, and respectfully you have to do that. Pasa means, what is that pasa? What is your name, please?
Sahan.
Sahan. What is your name, please?
Chanat.
Chanat. Chanat and Sahan and everybody, I like you sitting properly. Just cross-legged. Yes. What is your name?
Sinaya.
Sinaya. Yes. Yes. Senaya, do you know how to pay respect, how to worship venerable monks are placed in 5 points of the body? Do you know? Have you heard it and have done it before?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can you just demonstrate it? 5 points, 5 places. Pasanga Pihituva Vandina. How many times you have to do that? When you pay respect to place in 5 places, points and features on the ground, how many times you have to do that?
3.
3 times. Yeah. Do you know that? What are the 5 places of the body? 1 is forehead. The other 2 is elbows, hands, and the other 2 knees. Can you do that? Can you do that? Yes? Please demonstrate this so that we can see how will you do that. Is that right? What do you think? Can you do that? Okay, good. That is the way. And sometimes adults, parents also don't know. So parents can learn when we teach Dhamma to the children. අපි පොඩි අයට උගන්වනකොට තමයි වැඩිහිටියන්ට opportunity එක, you get the opportunity to learn something important. That is how we have to what is the 5 places of the body to place it down?
Forehead.
Can you just show us? Where is your forehead? Yes. Forehead should be on the ground. That is the way. And after, sometimes I will ask you all to just pay respect to the Buddha. And I can tell you something from the Bodhisattva's life. And as before that, I like to ask you, you have a physical body and also you have a mind. Do you have a mind? Do you? And we can see all your physical body in the sitting posture. And what is the most powerful things out of these two? Body or mind? Body or the mind? Listen to me, I asked so many questions from you. Body or the mind? The most powerful things. Physical power or mental power is the most important and powerful thing.
Mental power.
Mental power. How can you say that? Mental power is most powerful. How can you say?
Because your mind controls your body.
What do you think that? Your mind controls your body. And also when you want to walk, when you want to work, when you want to sit, when you want to do something physically, then first of all, your mind operates. Mind comes first. And after that, the body is controlled and governed by the mind. So physically, you can do it. Do you understand that? Yeah. And can you fly? No. Anyone can't fly. Yes. The Buddha told us it is very hard for some time, hard at the beginning, but if you develop and if you build your mind up to a certain higher level, you can fly. Because you can fly like birds. The Buddha did so. Why? Because you can develop, you can increase the mental power to that level. We have to learn that mind is so powerful. When you practice kindness, when you practice loving kindness, Maitri, when you practice Metta Bhavana, and when you practice love to others, then they like you. Is that true? Do you believe that? Do you accept? No, not believe. Accept? Do you agree with me? Yeah. So, mind is so important. Mind is so valuable. Mind is so beautiful. That is what the Buddha asks us to do. I can tell you something. When we teach the Dharma, what is the difference you all see at this very moment? Because these venerable monks are here sitting on chairs, and also you are sitting on the ground. What is the difference you see here? What is the difference you see here? Now all venerable monks and lay people, your parents and also children are sitting here in this the very hall. And what is the difference you see? Venerable monks are wearing robes and different colors. You are wearing lay clothes and white and trousers and dark. Well, I can't tell all the what color you are wearing. You also can't say the color what you wear. I cannot recognize it as some reddy and some browns there. Venerable monks are wearing different colors and robes, and you are wearing something else. And also the difference is venerable monks are sitting a little bit higher to do. Why is that? Because we are teaching, we are blessing to you all, we are teaching to you all. And when you learn from a teacher, when you learn Dhamma from venerable monks, you have to just sit, not similar, not high, but on the ground. And also, if you can find a mat or a carpet, that is appropriate, that is suitable. And when you are going to learn or listen to a Dhamma talk delivered by venerable monks, you have to just prepare a special seat and also cushion or seat for venerable teacher. Why? Why you should do that? Why?
Because they're teaching you.
Huh?
Because they're teaching you.
Yes, they are teaching. What is your name, please?
Kalana.
Kalana, what do you think? Huh? You? Why you have to give a higher seat to venerable monks?
Because you're giving blessings to us?
Yes, he is going to give blessings to you, or that's right. That is one. The other thing, because the teaching is higher. We are lower. So teaching comes to our heart. Teaching comes from above. Teaching, the valuable teaching comes to you, our mind, our heart from above. Therefore, we have to just venerate that teaching and also the teacher. So, when the Bodhisattva in the past, excuse me here, no teaching there. I like you looking at me. Yes. You see, he knows that my teaching is more valuable than yours. You are looking outside, he came in. You see, what is your name? Huh? What's that? Oh, very good. You see. Then, in one of the Bodhisattva's life, the Bodhisattva, who is the Bodhisattva? How the Bodhisattva began? How the Bodhisattva began? Bodhisattva, who is that? Bodhisattva is our Buddha when he was practicing the dana and sila and the moral things and meditation in his previous births. He was called who? Bodhisattva. And after practicing good Dhamma and also perfections and paramis, he became enlightened. Then he is called Buddha. Before Buddhahood, what is the name? Bodhisattva. Do you know that? Before the Buddhahood, he is called Bodhisattva. So, our Bodhisattva, before his enlightenment and also before this current birth and last birth, he was born into a very poor family in a remote village. And he was very poor, and also he had to do so many things and work hard for his living. And he married a woman in his young age, and they lived together, and they had a very lovely life. They loved each other. It's a very good family. And this young couple, where do they live? Where they live? Where?
An old village.
Yes, remote village. So, the Bodhisattva had a very kind lady, his wife. And after some time, she was about to give birth to a child. She was pregnant. And Then she, at some time, she had a little bit desire to eat and taste something, some flavors. Do you know that? Do you know that? When not me, ladies I ask the children. Do you know that? When your mothers or the pregnant ladies, they had a desire, little bit to taste something. Sometimes maybe mango and bullion or something. So similar way, the Bodhisattva's wife also had desire to taste something, to eat mango. And but that season, mango was not available. It's not a mango season. There are here also we can see the apple season. Any other season? Monarchy. Strawberry season. Something else? Yes. That sort of the fruits are very available. So that was not mango season. Then it was hard the Bodhisattva to find a mango, single mango. So the wife told her husband that I had a desire and interest in tasting mango. So Bodhisattva loved that wife very much. So the Bodhisattva decided, and one way or the other, I will find mango for my wife. So that time, only one place the mango was available. That is the royal park, royal mango park. The king and made his servants to grow mango. That is the only place, that is the only park, that is only mango trees where mangoes are there. So the Bodhisattva just tried to find some single mango for his loved wife, but outside it was not available, even though he tried hard. Ultimately, the Bodhisattva, even though it was evil, even though it is wrong, it is unwholesome, but the Bodhisattva loved his wife very much. Therefore, the Bodhisattva decided to just enter in secret to the royal garden, royal park. He didn't make a holiday. Is that good? එහෙම තමයි හොඳ husband. Even in secret they find mangoes. මේ හොඳ be out husband I don't know whether they are available here. When you have a type of tasty desire, the husband may say that the dear lady and my wife, you can have anything in the supermarket and taste as you like. But the Bodhisattva is not like that sort of husband. The Bodhisattva decided, yes, had to go in. And it was night time. He chose the time, night time. Why? The keeper, the watchman, and also the guardian of the royal park. He was just guarding it. But the Bodhisattva saw that he found that it was the right time to enter the royal garden, mango park, in the night time. However, just to find his right time, even though it was evil and unwholesome and stealing something from the royal thing, the Bodhisattva in secret, so that the watcher could not see him entering, he just entered. Why? Because he loved his wife very much. And he found, because at daytime he just walked around the park and also found and noted the mango trees. And at night time he entered the royal park and climbed up the one of the mango tree. It was full of mangoes. And he tried because he was wearing some clothes and bags in his head. Not very much. He did not want very many mangoes, but only few. Because a royal park is a dangerous place. If you get caught in hiding somewhere, and what is the punishment possible? What is the possible punishment?
Jail.
Jail is blessings, death. Everything available, something is available to eat, it doesn't matter. You can save yourself. Your life is not there if you get caught by the royal. Hiding in the royal park. So, Bodhisattva climbed up the mango tree, and he slowly, without shaking any single branch, he just cleverly, skillfully climbed up to the top. He picked up some mangoes into his pockets and also backpack, and tried to climb down. Unfortunately, it was in the morning, because he tried and tried and tried. He could not get down because the watcher in the park, he was walking, and also he was just checking everywhere. He was there because he tried to just get down so that the watcher could not see him. What happened? If you see, yeah, you catch here, yeah, and take to the royal court. And he tried, but he could not get down. And light came up. Then he decided, doesn't matter, I sit in this tree, the branch, until the next night. And he was sitting there, hiding in branches, and the people walking down could not see anyone sitting up in the branch. And however he was there, and down in the at the root of the mango tree, there was a sitting couch type of, have you seen that park benches there? Park benches set up there. Why? Because sometimes the king visits there with his teacher, and teacher just points out and explains some important things, how to govern a country, how to keep the people going, how to keep wealth coming to the royal king. That sort of things he was teaching. Each and every king had teaching those days. Adakalit, even today we can see so many teachers to one single president. It is available in Sri Lanka called sorry, what can ජනාධිපති උපදේශක සාදය මේ ඒ වගේ මේ royal advisors, president advisors, ඒ වගේ advisors. So they had teacher, because they are not like may advisors. They are quite well versed and also well learned like professors. They know how to advise the king. So Bodhisattva was sitting up in the branch. For unfortunately, the king on very day visited that royal park, and with his teacher and like counselor, and had some important teachings there. The Bodhisattva, even though he did that kind of stealing, for his loving wife. Bodhisattva was very wise. He did not do any other wrong things. The Bodhisattva was sitting there. The king visited to the royal park. He was sitting in the higher chair, and the teacher was sitting in the floor. And the teacher was teaching the king how to govern the kingdom, how to help and support his subjects and people in the country. Can you remember what I said? Yeah. So Bodhisattva was looking this unwholesome practice, unwholesome teaching, and also inappropriate things are practiced under that very tree. You see, then the Bodhisattva thought in this way: if I get caught by the royal, the king, definitely I'll be killed, I'll be punished. It doesn't matter. My wife may find some other mango from somewhere, but I cannot bear this unwholesome, inappropriate practice by the very leader of the country, the king. Therefore, I should teach the teaching to him. So, just having a very great resolution and determination, the Bodhisattva, the teacher, the king was sitting in the high seat, and also his teacher, king's teacher, advisor, was sitting where? Where?
On the ground.
On the ground, on the floor, and there is a lower seat. Bodhisattva just been unable to just bear that situation, that incident. He jumped down from above. No one knows that. So the king and also the advisor, the teacher, got quite upset, and also they were amazed. Then the royal guards and also the police, the people came, and they immediately caught the Bodhisattva. Then the Bodhisattva explained why he came into the royal park, why he entered the royal park. And also he just explained yes?
I'm going to
Okay, you can keep it. You see how nice manner. He just, he told excuse, Even give a name. He's a teacher kind of. So then the Bodhisattva told the king, Your Majesty, I entered the royal park to pick some mangoes for my pregnant wife. And it is stealing and also taking ungiven things, even from a poor person, is unwholesome and demeritorious wrong thing. It is evil things, I know that. And I loved my wife very much. That is the reason why I just entered in secret, so that anyone cannot see me. But anyway, and I was doing something wrong up on the branch, but just being a king of the country, you are doing the worst thing. You are doing and you are practicing worse thing than my practice. Because the teacher is sitting the lower seat, and also the student is sitting on a higher chair. So I could not see this incident and also this event, this practice. That is why I just dedicated my life for dedicating my life for the Dhamma, I just dump in between you two. So the Bodhisattva explained in that way. And the king, hearing this, he was so pleased. He was so amazed and so pleased. Rajuru Buddha Santosavana. And also his teacher, the king's teacher, is a foolish man. He was advising him for money. But Bodhisattva, he did not want money, but he just jumped down for the Dhamma and right thing. That is the difference. The Bodhisattva dedicated his life, offered his life, and jumped down from the tree and for the protecting the Dhamma, protecting and keeping the teaching well in the world. But the king's teacher, he was doing something, advising and giving advice and pointing and explaining things for money and wealth. So the Bodhisattva jumped down, and the king was so pleased and happy. And also, just being pleased and happy, the king offered so many mangoes to the Bodhisattva. And the Bodhisattva just collected the present, and also some other presents also he was presented and given. Then the Bodhisattva with mangoes, he went to his own house, and he presented mangoes from the royal park, the park mango, and the lady ate very many mangoes, and afterward she gave birth to a very fortunate son. This is the story. What I wanted to tell you, what is the lesson we can learn from this story? This is a true thing happened. Huh? What is the lesson we can, moral things we can achieve from, we can gain out of this story? Because when you
the person who's teaching you should be higher than the student?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you learn things from
How do you practice it at your school? Teachers are sitting higher or equal? Yeah, your school?
Equal.
Huh? It doesn't matter a little bit. And but you should not sit higher than a teacher. That is what we have to learn. So that is the reason why when you just invite venerable monks to your house to give Dhamma talks, and also even in the temple, when you are going to listen to a Dhamma talks, the teachers, our venerable monks, are sitting higher seats and also high cushions. ඉතින් මේක තමයි ධර්ම. So the more you respect the teaching, the better and stronger you can achieve the sense. And also better and stronger you can develop yourself as a well-mannered person in the world, and also very useful member of the human society, and also the others can benefit from you. So this is what I told you. First thing I told you how to pay respect, placing 5 features of yourself on the ground. And I like you all, children especially, just place in your 5 places, features of the body, and pay respect to the venerable teachers. And sit. No. Should not be in a hurry that much to go to heaven. Just slow. First of all, hold your palms together. Sit on the knees, please. Sit on the knees. Sit on the knees. Hold your palms together. And slowly placing 2 elbows on the ground, all together. Placing 2 elbows on the ground, hands on the ground, placing your forehead on the ground, Kneel is already there. Just bow down 3 times. 2 Venerable 9 heart. 1. 3 times. 2. Yes. 1 more. Thank you very much. You can have space. Thank you very much. That is my